Every hour I need thee. Oh, oh, bless me now, my Savior. I come to thee. Come on, Zion, we just gonna say that one more time. I need thee, oh, I need thee. Every hour I need thee. Oh, bless. Oh, bless. Somebody need to tell God, I just need you to do it right now. Oh, God, I need you to bless me right now, God. I come to you, God. I come to you right now, God. Oh, bless me now, my Savior. Somebody ought to just say, I come. Hey, God. I come. God, I may be a little weary today. God, I may be a little bound today. God, I may be going through a struggle today, God. But I say, I come. Hey, God. I come to thee. No matter what you're going through, no matter what the struggle has been, no matter what the disappointment or the setback has been, you ought to just lift your hands right where you are and just say, yes. You ought to just tell God yes. Yes. You ought to just tell him yes. God, in spite of the struggle, God, I just tell you yes, God. In spite of what it looked like, God, I just tell you yes, God. In spite of all that I'm going through, God, I just want to tell you yes, God. Yes, God. Yes, God. Yes. Come on, Zion. Yes. Oh, blessed be the name of the Lord. Yes. Oh, God. Yes. 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 So we're going to go into this, but I just want somebody to say, I need thee. Oh, I need thee. Make it personal. Every hour, oh God, I need thee. Somebody in a situation right now. Somebody going through something right now. The enemy has said some things to you right now. But you ought to say, God, I need you to do it right now, God. God, I need you to move right now, God. Oh, bless. Oh, God, I need you to bless me. Oh, bless me now, my Savior. I come. Oh, God, I'm laying it at the altar, God. I come. Oh, God, I'm laying it down, God. I come, oh, God, to thee. Oh, God, I felt that thing, Apostle. Yes. You ought to lift your hands right where you are. Yes. Lift your hands and tell him, yes. 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 God bless you, Zion. This is Apostle McRae and Apostle Mott. We just want to come to encourage you today.
Yes.
We just want to come to lift your spirits up today. I just felt in my spirit there's some folks that's in a dry place. It's some folks in a barren place. It's some folks going through some things. I heard the Lord say on this week, whoever believe on the word of the Lord, whoever believe on what God has said, he said, as the scriptures have said, out of your belly, somebody ought to touch your belly and say the drought is over. Out of your belly shall flow rivers, shall show life. Life is going to come back. Your joy is going to come back. Your peace is going to come back. For the Bible declares that out of your belly shall flow rivers. Oh God, I tell you, thank you today. Zion, I just bless bless God for my apostle, my mentor being here today. I bless God for Apostle Mark coming to spend the weekend. As some of you know, this is my birthday month. And I said I was going to do something different every day. And I was going to celebrate every day. Getting a little tired. I don't think I could just party every day. But I'm going to do something different every day. And it dropped in my spirit on this morning. Y'all know prophets are sporadical. We do things just out of the box. And I wanted to be a blessing to Apostle. Apostle has been such a blessing to me in the past 6 weeks with some of the things I was going through. As some of y'all know, her birthday is in September. But I said, why wait to September? Why wait to be a blessing? Why wait to celebrate someone? I kept saying, give me your date. Tell me when you're going to come back. Tell me. And it just hit my spirit. You ain't got to wait to September to be a blessing. You ain't got to wait to September to celebrate. The Bible says, esteem another man greater than yourself. So God gave his gift. He gave Jesus his only begotten son. And I said, I'm celebrating my birthday. But I want to be a blessing to somebody on my month. That I want God to do for me, I want to do for somebody else. Everybody wants joy. Everybody want to be celebrated. Everybody want to be encouraged. Everybody want a gift and they want to be blessed. So I sat in my bed this morning and I said, you know what? I'm going to do for her what I want someone to do for me. We all want to be encouraged at times. And so I said, Apostle, get up. Get up. Because we about to have a party. Happy birthday to you. And I said, let's do a video. And the word that came said, esteem another man. Build up another man. Support another man greater than yourself. Oftentimes, we want people to do stuff for us that we won't do for folk. And I said, I want to just be a blessing to the woman of God. I want to celebrate the woman of God. I want to do for the woman of God what I want someone to do for me.
Amen.
My video acting up a little bit, but that's okay. But I wanted to be a blessing to her today. I wanted to show her I love you. I appreciate you. I thank God for everything you do. People don't have to give you a cold glass of water. Jesus. Folks don't have to be kind to you. Folks don't have to bless you. People don't have to pour out. And so I said, God, I did not want this day to pass by without telling you, woman of God, I love you.
God bless you.
Without telling you I appreciate you. Without even telling her your labor of love is not in vain.
My God.
You keep on giving. Keep on doing. Sometimes we step over people. We walk over people. We take people for granted. And I was just laying in the bed and I say, God, how could I bless her? Sometimes it's just the little things.
Amen.
It's just the little things that we let people know I love you.
Amen.
I appreciate you. You didn't have to spend the gas money to come down here to see about little old me. You didn't have to come in here and rub my head like Celie said you rubbed my head when I was ailing. It's funny, but it's true. When I was ailing, you rubbed my head. You didn't have to pick up the phone and call me. And Lord knows she'll text you all day long. You didn't have to do it. Sometimes we think people got to be nice. People got to do things for you. People got to do for you. I just want to tell you, you didn't have to do it, but you did it anyhow. And I just want to be a blessing to someone. Stop thinking about yourself. Stop being selfish. Stop worrying about what folks can do for you. And you start doing something for somebody else. When you make something happen for someone else, God will make it happen for you.
Amen.
I know I've been running my mouth. I just feel a worship down in my soul. I just feel a blessing down in my soul. But I just wanted to celebrate the woman of God. I just wanted to let her know your labor of love is not in vain. And oftentimes we want a prophecy and we want people to prophesy to us. Why don't we decree a prophecy on somebody else? Why don't we begin to tell them, blessed shall be your going, blessed shall be your coming. God will open up doors. God will take you greater. God will do explicit things in your life. God will do supernatural things for you. Why don't you tell them your cup is going to run over? You're going to walk up under open heaven. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow you. Begin to prophesy to someone besides yourself. Begin to tell someone something great besides yourself. We want people to tell us how great and wonderful we are. But why don't you tell somebody how great and wonderful you are? And I bless God for you, woman of God. I mean, my heart is just full. This is my birthday month. This is. years, and I'm happy. 55 years old, and I mean, she put a video on, and I was like, God, it's like a memorial. This video, I'm looking at this video, and I'm crying, and I'm like, people ain't got to do stuff like that. Folks ain't got to come back and bless you. But I just wanted you to know, somebody out there, I want to tell you, your labor of love is not in vain. Keep on pouring into the people of God. He said, if you give unto a prophet, you shall receive a prophet's reward. He said, never come before the prophet without something. I want someone to be encouraged. Don't be weary and well doing. Don't faint. He said, if you don't be weary and well doing, you shall reap. And somebody's about to reap a benefit. Hallelujah. Somebody's about to reap a reward. I laid in the bed this morning and I said, God, how could I make her smile? God, what can I do to let her know? Slick mouth and all, because I do got a slick mouth. And I do act up sometimes. But that's the flesh side of us.
That's my baby.
That's the flesh side. But just to say, Jesus. I just wanted to know that I love her. I just wanted to know that I appreciate her. But I'm going to let her say something, because I'm happy. Happy and sanctified.
She's all happy. God bless you, Apostle. I love you too.
Watch this here, y'all.
God is so good. This will be Bible week for me. Friday night, and had to come see about family here in Brunswick, and thank God for Apostle McRae. And the word is truth. The word is truth that if we esteem the things of others greater, when we take our eyes off ourselves, when we take our eyes off me, mine, and ours, God can bless you. And I was surprised now, and she's been asking me, for a little while now, what you gonna do on your birthday? Let's have a party. And I said, no, y'all know I'm kind of a private person. And who knew that I could have a birthday party in August? And my birthday's not until September, y'all. But to God be the glory for someone to care enough about somebody besides themselves. It's difficult sometimes to find people, who don't just say I love you, you my friend, you my this, you my that, and actually put into practice the words that's been spoken. And I thank God for you, Apostle McRae. I thank God for your giving heart. I thank God for your support. I thank God for what he's doing in your life, for how you're touching and ministering to so many people. And many of you know her. Many of you have seen how God is moving in the ministry that he's called her to. And I'm so grateful to have this woman of God in my life. Now we sisters too, so we can go there with each other. But you know what? The blessed thing about it is when we go there, we got the Holy Ghost to say, whoa, come on now. And deep calleth unto deep, and iron sharpens iron. And you don't always have to agree with someone to show them how much you love them. Show them how much you are grateful that God is doing a work in and through their life. Oftentimes we want to show up at somebody's funeral to try to celebrate their life, celebrate their homegoing. What we want to do today is to encourage you to give, my mom and dad used to say it all the time, give people their flowers while they're living. Let people know how much you love and want them to be successful in the things that God has called them to be successful in. It's a blessing when God can get you to the place where you can celebrate somebody else without being intimidated, without being jealous, without being envious, without being someone who will say one thing and do something totally different. It's a blessing when people say they love you, and that love is not just a word, but it's action with the word. So we want to get on today and encourage you to esteem the things of others. Stop looking so much at yourself. One of the greatest weapons the enemy is using in this day and hour is success. It's not failure. It's not defeat, Apostle. It's not depression. It's not. Now those things are real. But the greatest weapon the enemy is using right now is success. And that success that is being poured out, that God has poured out in the life and the ministry of so many people, is causing them to forget who called them, causing them to forget who supported them, causing them to forget who who was there when wasn't nobody else there, Apostle. And now, because God, not them, but God has elevated them, they have forgotten to be grateful and to show appreciation for those who support them. Now, and let me say this. I know people have compromised the gospel to the point that we don't want to celebrate. We don't want to acknowledge. We have a hard time telling people, God is doing a great thing in your life, and truly mean it, okay? Not just say it, but truly mean what you say. And oftentimes we say things, but our heart's not in it. And the genuineness that is not there is being revealed in this hour, Apostle. We've talked about that. The genuineness that people don't have, God is revealing that in this hour. So when we come together and we say, I appreciate you, and you're right, Apostle, it's the little things. It don't have to be anything great. Who would have thought while I was trying to sleep in, okay? No, I'm supposed to be home by now, y'all. But trying to sleep in, I was hear somebody say, wake up, get up, we're getting ready to have a party. But you got to know Apostle McRae. She has a giving heart, and she will do things, the prophet in her will do things spontaneously, but you got to know that it has a purpose behind it. She don't just haphazardly do stuff. What she does have a purpose and a motive behind it. And so you gotta understand. See, one reason why we don't esteem people, apostles, that we don't know those who labor among us. We've taken each other for granted. We don't understand. We don't appreciate because we haven't taken the time to learn, to understand, to really say, okay, that's just who that person is. But we can still love each other despite not being able to agree on everything. Y'all, when we go at it, we like, but God is good.
When we go at it, I act up like a spoiled child. But there's still a certain honor and boundaries that I have for her. So I want you to know that we can always express ourselves.
Yes.
Always say hi. My mouth carries because I got a loud voice. And sometimes it seems like I'm hollering, but I ain't. And then you just got to know I'm going to act up and cut up. But then it's only so far I'm going to go with her. Because she was once my apostle and my overseer, my mentor, my sister. She calls me her daughter. So I'm a lot of stuff with her. But it's only so far that I will go that it don't cross the lines of disrespect.
Amen.
And then I want God to bless me. And I have people that I mentor, so I'm not going to be ratchet with her. And I just need Facebook to know that. Before I be ratchet with her, I'm not going to talk to her.
Amen.
Before I be ratchet with her, I'm not going to answer her call. I'm just going to ignore her because I'm not going to come out the mouth all kind of ways. Because still, know those that have rule over you. Regardless of how great the world thinks, I'm still just Felicia. So I just have to do what I do, but the Bible says when brethren dwell together in unity, it goes on down the bottom. We can command the blessing. So sometimes we don't always agree, and just let me cool off, let me get my mind together. I'm strong natured, strong willed, and when I feel like I got a point, and like I say, I ain't changing that. That's just what I'm going to do. I don't care. I'm doing it like this, and just let me go on off. But one of the things I'm not going to do, and even when we had our little situation going on, I just didn't say nothing. I just left it alone. Sometimes silence is the best way. Sometimes you just don't say nothing. Sometimes we get in ministry. Well, I'm grown. I've been in ministry as long as you. I know just as much. She is still the chief apostle. I thank God for Apostle Jordan, who now covered me. But this is still my chief apostle. I thank God. God has given me many apostles, many spiritual mothers. Paul said, I had one father but many leaders. I got a lot of leaders that connect to me. They all play a role in my life. I didn't get here because it was I, my, and me. I got here because it is still many people that cover me. The ball is not in one person's hand. God didn't put my life in one person's hand. But I reverence the woman of God, not only because she served many things in my life, she still served as an apostle, as a mentor, as an overseer. She still served as a lot of things.
As a friend, as a sister.
Yeah, as a mother. She told me another day, That's my girl over there. That's my daughter. So I thank God for that. But I do want you to know, Facebook, we have to be mindful. We have to be wise of those that have rule over us. I'm never going to get so grown that I know more. Never get so grown that I don't want you to tell me nothing, and I'm not going to do it. I might just go on off and pound and whatever, but then I come back like she told me something last night, and I pondered in the bed, and I said, she about right about that there. I'll probably try to fix that later. I ain't going to fix it right now, but I will fix it later. Right now I want to do something else, but she absolutely right, so she know more. She been in this longer. She got her little stuff, her little grease and stuff like that, but she humble, you know what I'm saying? And I thank God for that. I just want to tell her today that a lot of y'all know that I was going through some grieving times, with one of my members passing, and it wasn't a day that she didn't reach out. It wasn't a day. Phone calls mean so much. When people say, I got you, when people calling you, they praying for you. It's one thing to tell somebody they praying for you, but I ain't heard your prayer. It's one thing to say you praying for me. I need to hear it sometime. I need to hear your voice sometime. I need to know that you're going, that you got me. Because sometimes the battle is real. The war is real. The fight is real. Yeah. And we so busy battling with each other that we don't battle with the devil.
My God.
And I just appreciate, it's one thing to say, girl, I've been praying for you, but let me hear your prayer.
My God. And see, you know what? That goes right back to what we were talking about. We don't know those that labor among us. See, when you cover somebody, when you stand in the gap for somebody, one size don't fit all, y'all. Now there are some principles, there is some protocols, there's some truth, foundational truth that we have to operate in as apostles. But it's not a one size fit all in terms of being able to minister to the person, the apostle, the person, not the title. See, we get so caught up in the title that we forget to get to know the person, because I can't minister to Apostle Felicia like I can to someone else, because they're two different people. There are some structures that God has given all of us that we must operate in to be in obedience to Him. But when it comes right down to knowing a person, knowing those that labor among us, you got to spend time with people. And she right. I love to text, because being an educator, one of the things that they taught us, if it's not in writing, it didn't happen. Yeah. See, I'll text, because I can go back to my text and say, well, this is what I had said. But the other side of that is you miss stuff. Just like I missed you wanted to do the video last night.
I said, don't text me no more. And she said, are you being mean? Are you acting up? No, just come on home. I'm missing you. Don't text me no more. And see, texting, she didn't even see what I was sending her. So sometimes we can miss something in texting. Right. That's why communication is so much needed. Yes. Sometimes we have to open up our mouth. The Bible says, open up your mouth and decree that thing. And sometimes we just have to cry out unto God. We can't text God. We got to open up our mouth. We got to open up our mouth and decree that thing and say that it is so. Sometimes you got to open up your mouth and say, oh God. Somebody, did you feel that? Oh God. Oh God. Oh God. Every now and then I go through some stuff. Apostle, I just thank God for her, because she didn't know my cry. Out of my belly I was saying, oh God. Oh God. In my hurt, in my weary place, in my dry place, I was saying, oh God. Oh God. But one thing I knew, he said, this poor man cried out. This poor man cried out. Oh God. Oh God. This poor man cried out and the Lord heard him. Sometimes you got to open up your mouth and just say, oh God. God, I don't like me. God, I don't like the way I'm acting. God, I didn't mean to do that. God, I didn't mean to say that. God, I know I was wrong. God, I know I'm filthy rags. But I just want to say, oh God. Oh God. I told God to humble me. Make me walk upright. Help me to love people, God. Let me know those that labor amongst me. Let me honor my overseers. Oh God. I ain't that grown that I can't honor the woman of God. Oh God. Oh God, forgive me. Forgive me, God. Oh Oh God. Oh, oh God. Somebody need to go back. Somebody need to go back to the threshing floor. Somebody need to go back and say, God, forgive me. God, what lacketh I? God, I didn't do it the way you told me to do it. God, I stand in need of prayer. Oh God. Oh God, I thank you for those that watch over my soul. Oh God. Oh God, I felt that thing. I didn't mean to go there, Apostle, but I felt it down in my belly. Out of your belly. That's what I'm saying. Out of your belly. Somebody need to come out of that dry place. Somebody need to come out of that weary place. Somebody need to come out of that desperate place and just begin to say, oh God. Oh my. Oh God. Oh God. Every now and then I'm gonna leave this thing alone, but I just want to tell somebody, every now and then you got to get in a quiet place. You got to get in a place, and then you got to hum that thing where the enemy don't know what you're saying, and just say, See, the devil don't know what you're saying right there. Glory. Oh, blessed be the name of the Lord.
Thank you, Lord.
Oh, blessed be the name of the Lord.
Thank you, Lord.
Oh, God, I bless you today, God. I bless you for my apostle Cynthia Jordan, God. I bless you for my apostle Christine Hopper Mott, God. I bless you for my spiritual mothers, God. I bless you, God, for my mentors, God. I bless you, God, for those that you have put over my soul, God. Those that you have put to cover me, God. Oh, God, I thank you, God. I thank you, God. I thank you, God. It's not a one-man show, God. One person can't do it. It takes a lot to work with me anyhow. But I thank you, God, for sending an army, God, to undergird me, God. Oh, God, I just want to tell you, thank you. Somebody ought to thank God for just where you are, because God got you in that place, and He's going to bless you right where you are. I bless God for you. I want to celebrate. Before I leave, it is my birthday month, and I told God every day I want to do something different, and this is truly something different. I did a YouTube page. Y'all can look me up, Apostle Felicia D. McRae, on YouTube. I've just done a lot of different things, but I said, God, I want to celebrate somebody else during my birthday month. I want to plant seeds during my birthday month. I want to sow seeds. You can't expect a harvest if you have not put nothing in the ground. Whatever you're going through, you ought to sow on that. If you need joy, you ought to sow. If you need peace, you ought to sow. If you need money, you ought to sow. Joy beget joy.
Thank you,
peace
Lord.
beget peace. Money beget money. That you want God to do for you, you ought to make it happen for someone else. I wanted God to do something for me in my spirit. So if I want God to take me high in the spirit, I got to connect to something in the spirit. I'm not connected to the chief apostle because I needed God to do something in my spiritual life. So I just encourage you today, even with Apostle Mott, she is poured out, sold out. Y'all get that cash out. The labor's worthy of the hire. If you hold your hand tight, don't nothing go in and don't nothing come out. And just to say, God, I thank you. You can't eat at McDonald's and then pay Burger King. Some of y'all are just eating and eating and eating and never left a tip. You didn't pay for the bill, but you still didn't leave a tip. Some of y'all got a meal free. At least you should have left a tip. So I just ask you. I'm just asking you. If she's been a blessing to you, if I've been a blessing to you, do what you know to do. Do what's right. The Bible says, especially be good to those of the household of faith. Oftentimes we go sow seeds and people we don't even know. We all on the TV. I was out yesterday. The people were pulling on me for prayer. But then you'll go sow it on TV and you'll never meet them people. You don't even know them folks. Them folks don't even know you. But then the people that are tangible, you won't even put nothing in their life. And then you'll get some well-named people come to our community and we want to give them everything. Ain't even paid your bills, giving it to them. But the people that's in your life, you won't even give them nothing. The labor's worthy of the hire. If you don't remember nothing else, you can't eat at McDonald's and pay Burger King. And if you sat down and got a free meal, at least you ought to leave a tip. God bless you, Zion. This is Apostle McRae. Real people with real issues. Straight talk, let's talk. Real talk, let's talk. Know those that labor amongst you, but esteem another man greater than yourself. This is my birthday month. I'm going to be doing some crazy things all month long. Somebody may get some money in the mail. I decree and declare money coming. Money coming. Money coming. But if you want some money to come, why don't you give some?
My God, my God. And before we get off, I just want to say, dropped in my spirit as you was ministering, Apostle, I wanted to esteem my spiritual fathers. Both of them are gone. Dr. Philip M. Davis and Dr. Apostle Albert Young, both of them, my spiritual fathers, one in ministry who licensed and ordained me in ministry, and one who confirmed me in the apostolic. They're both gone on to be with the Lord, but I just felt them in my spirit as we were sharing, as you were ministering, and I wanted to esteem them, even though they're not here. I want to thank God for those men that poured into my life right at the appropriate time, exactly what I needed, held me accountable, made me the apostle, really, with the help of the Holy Spirit, through the Holy Spirit, made me who I am. And I thank God for that. I thank God, and I think I said this on my midday mouthful apostle the other day, that I thank God for the hard lessons that they taught me. I thank God for them holding me accountable. And checking me when I was wrong. And I don't want to hear it sometimes because my flesh wanted something else. But I thank God for those two men of God who God put in my life at that time. And now I miss them. I do. I miss them dearly. But God knows best. But in any event, what we wanted to share with you today is to esteem those things of others greater than yourself. Take your eyes off of you. And in fact, if we take it one step further, and we're done, if we esteem the things of God, not even of another human being, but if we esteem the things of our Heavenly Father greater than the things that we want personally, and we give unto the Lord that which He deserves and desires, we will not want for anything, nothing. And besides that, we'll please God. So this has been a real straight talk, real talk.
It's been a talk.
It's been a talk.
It's just been a talk. It's just, I want someone to know today that whatever your overseer is, whoever watch over you, and it could be many, Apostle Mott affirmed me, but I have Apostle Cynthia Jordan now. Have many of them, but I give honor to where honor is due. Amen. I just want you today to celebrate the men and the women, because it may be more than one. Oftentimes we go on computers and we get paperwork. Computers and paperwork can't validate you. Computers and paperwork, people ask for references. People want to know who called you out there, who affirmed you, how you got out there. I was talking to someone the other day, and they say somebody gave them something on the computer. A computer can't validate you. A computer can't confirm you. You got to have a person that can motivate you, push you, strengthen you, correct you, instruct you. Oftentimes we get out there and people can tell that we have not been trained, not taught, because we did not have a physical person. We let some people give us some paperwork off a computer. That's why the Bible says abide in your call. And if you do this one thing, you will never fall. Though I honor Apostle Jordan today, I could not go without honoring Apostle Mott, because she's the one that affirmed me 4 years ago, I believe it. And I wouldn't be where I am today if it wasn't for the push, if it wasn't for the encouragement. So no matter how many overseers I get, Paul said, I had many leaders and one father. I will never disregard. I will never disrespect. I will never walk over her. Sometimes we think that we don't have to cross over that bridge and we burn it. You need those bridges. So don't burn them. And even if God elevate you or transfer you to someone else, always be mindful for where you came from. No matter who I'm with now, I still must be mindful for where I came. I came out of her loins. So I have to be mindful, regardless of when the waters part, when we go through, or sometimes there's a separation, but God is always going to bring you back to the place. And so I just encourage someone today, celebrate your leaders. Celebrate those that have rule over your life. Encourage them, honor them. I bless God for the woman of God. Like I say, her birthday is not till September, but why we got to wait? We just celebrate her today. Rejoice. The Bible says celebrate every day as though it's the day of the Lord. So this is the day that the Lord has made. And this day we're going to rejoice and we're going to celebrate the woman of God's birthday. And I woke up and I say, it's your birthday. It's your birthday. It's your birthday. So it's my birthday, but I'm celebrating her birthday. So God bless you, Zion. Thank you for lending an ear to us. Thank you for all that you yet do for the both of us. Amen. We love you. God bless you.
God bless you. Be blessed of the Lord.